Good morning, students. In this video, we will study about the various objectives of business, that why the business is set up and what are the various objectives of the business. There are different kind of objectives of the business, which are divided into social objective, economic objectives, and any other objectives. But in this video, we will see all together. So the first objective of business is market standing. Now see, what is market standing? See, if you start any kind of business, if you start any kind of enterprises, there are a lot of competitions. Okay, so the first objective of business is to stand in the market and to make a place in the market, so it can stand and it can earn the profit for a longer time. Because if you are not providing the good quality of product and better service, then you will not gonna stand in the market. So you have to understand the business environment, you have to understand the business situation, and you have to stand in the market. You have to make your place in the market for a strong place in the market for a longer time. So this is the first objective of business, that is market standing. The next objective of business is innovation. Now what is innovation? You can see बहुत बार ऐसा होता है कि एक प्रोडक्ट से हम बोर होते हैं, एंड वाई इज दैट? बिकॉज वी आर नॉट गेटिंग ए न्यू काइंड ऑफ प्रोडक्ट. सो इफ एनी बिजनेस इज डीलिंग विद द सेम प्रोडक्ट फॉर द so many years, there are chances that the business will definitely get some loss, or it will definitely lose the competition in the market. So for this thing, the business has to innovate, and he has to innovate the product, and it may be a new design, new quality for the existing product, but innovations should be there, a new product should be there, the new changes should be there. So this is the second objective of the business, that is innovation. The next one is productivity. Now what is productivity? Every enterprise should aim at the greater productivity, because and why, and with greater efficiency. Why? Because it can provide them the best use of available resources. When they know how to use the available resources in the best way, the productivity will increase, and if the productivity will increase, there will be no problem in completing the demand in the market. So this is the third objective of the business, that is productivity. Next one is physical and financial resources. Now what are physical and financial resources? See, to acquire the physical resources like buildings, plant and machinery, and offices, and financial resources or funds to operate and ensure efficient use. See, you need the assets, you need the building, you need the land, so you have to acquire it. Okay, and it is the objective of business that they should acquire this kind of physical resources, so the business can run smoothly. And the finance is known as the blood of the business, so you need to require the sufficient funds for the smooth operation of your business activities. So this is one of the objectives, that is objective of the business, that is to acquire physical and financial resources. Next one is earning profits. Now profit is the essential part. Without profit, no business can survive for the longer time. So the earning profit is one of the primary objective of the business. Why you are investing so much of money in the market, why you investing so much of money in the enterprises? It's just because to earn profit. So if you're not earning profit, you're not gonna survive in the market. So earning profit is one of the main objective of the business. Next one is manager performance and development. Now see, if the management is very efficient, if the management is very effective, every activity will perform in a very smooth way. And how it will be initiated? It will be initiated when the managers are working efficiently. So any enterprise, they should take much initiative to improve the efficiency of its managers. Okay, because if the human resources are efficient, every activity will work very smoothly. So the manager performance and development of their skills, this is one of the objectives of the business. Now next one is worker performance and attitude. Now see, the worker performance should be great actually, and it should be positive. It should be filled with the positive attitude, because if the worker's attitude will be negative toward enterprise, he will not give the 100%. He will not provide the 100% performance. So so many steps should be taken to improve the attitude of the workers, and to motivate them to turn the negative attitude into positive attitude, so they can perform well for the enterprise. Because if the workers will perform well, enterprise will definitely work very smoothly. Next one is social responsibility. One of the main objective of this business is social responsibility. Now the question will arise, the main objective is to earn profit, then why we have to look for the society? See, whatever the resources the business is using, it is that resources we are getting from the society. The society is providing us the resources, and if the society is providing resources, they will definitely expect something from the business. So a business organization should contribute to in the development of society, and it can be done in so many ways: to provide good quality of products and service, to provide the job opportunities, to take the good care of environment. These are the some social responsibility which business must have to perform. So social responsibility. Now, the one of the most important topic is business risk. Okay, so these are up to now we have studied about the various objective. Now, what is business risk? Now, what exactly is risk? See, risk is something which arises due to uncertainties. Okay, we will see the characteristics of business risk. You will understand it better. See, business risk arise due to the uncertainties. Okay, lack of knowledge about what is going to happen in future. So, yes, risk is the essential part of the business. You can see the example of various kind of risk: change in demand, government policy, epidemic like coronavirus, etc. You can see in the present situation. See, there are two type of risk: speculative risk and natural risk, or proper risk, or you can say IFRS risk. Okay. Speculative risk is arise due to uncertainties, and other type of risk, they are actually based on natural causes. Okay, जहाँ पे इंसान को भी बस नहीं होता. Okay, so the first thing is the business risk arise due to uncertainties. Next one is, it is essential part of every business. Every business had its own risk. No business can avoid risk. See, you cannot eliminate risk. You can minimize the risk, but you cannot eliminate the risk, because it is a natural, you can say it is a essential part of the business, and every business has its own type of risk. छोटा business है, उसका छोटा risk होगा. If the business is on the larger scale, तो risk का जो level है वो भी उतना ही बड़ा होगा. So it is the essential part of every business. Next one is, profit is the reward of bearing risk. Now, why a person will take risk? The profit, for earning profit. If no risk, no profit. So profit is actually the reward of bearing risk. It is a reward. What you are getting after taking so much risk, you will get the profit. So profit is a reward for bearing risk. Now we'll see what are the various causes of business risk. Why so many risks arise? The first one is there are natural causes. Natural causes like natural calamities, earthquake hai, floods hai, and any other kind of natural calamities. So natural causes are there. Human causes, because due to human activities, if the worker is not performing good, if he is careless, so this kind of human causes are there. Next one is economic causes. Now economic causes mean uncertainty in demand and products, inflation, rise in interest rate, higher tax rates. So these are economic causes. And next type of causes, other causes like political disturbance, mechanical failures, change in exchange rate, etc. So this kind of causes comes under the category of other causes. So these are the various causes of business risk. So you can see a flow chart here, that is natural cause, human cause, economic cause, and other causes. Now, the last topic is starting a business factor. Starting a business, what are the basic factors that you have to keep in mind while you starting a business? So first one is selection the line of business. It means type of business that is the entrepreneur should choose to start his business. It means what kind of business you want to start. You want to go for the manufacturing, or you want to go for providing the service and providing service. So you want to go for the manufacturing industry, or you want to go for the service industry. So first thing that you have to select the line of the business, what kind of business you want to choose. Second factor which should be kept in mind is size of the firm. Now you have to decide the size of firm, and it may depend upon the so many factors like financial stability, future demand, etc. Okay, it also depends upon your controlling power, what kind of business and how much funds do you have, and up to what scale you can control the business. So you have to decide the size of the firm, whether you will start the business on a small scale or medium scale or large scale. Okay, so this is second factor. Next one is choice of form of ownership. Now you can there are so many form of ownership. You can start as a sole proprietorship, which means a single person handles everything, or you can go for the partnership, or you can go for the company form of organization, or you can go for a cooperative society. So there are so many form of ownership. You have to choose a form of ownership among them. Next one is location of the business. See, you have to decide a proper location of business where there is availability of various kind of resources like land, electricity, water, accessibility to the market, transportation, scope for expansion. There are so many factors which you have to keep in mind while selecting the location of the business. Your location should be at a prior place where you can get the resources easily and where you can have the access to the market very easily. So you have to decide the location of the business. After that, you have to finance the proposition. Now, what is the financial proposition? From where you can you will arrange the funds. You have to decide it about the requirement of capital and resources. From where you will arrange the funds, from where you will arrange the capital, you have to decide the various sources you will get from the financing institution, or you will get as a loan, or you will issue some shares or debentures. So you have to decide about the financing the proposition of the capital. Moving to the next, physical facilities. Now, what are physical facilities? It may be the resources used to convert raw material into finished products. See, if you don't have a building, if you don't have machine, if you don't have equipments, then why you are starting a business? So to start a business, to starting something, you have to arrange the physical facilities. You need a building, you need skilled and unskilled workers, you need good quality of raw materials, you need the building, you will need the machines. So these are the kind of physical facilities which you have to arrange while starting a business. So this is one of the important factor. Next one is plant layout. Now, after acquiring the various physical resources and various other resources, you have to make a proper arrangement of machine and equipments. Plant layout means आप एक वो होता है नक्शा बनाना होता है कि कौन सी चीज़ कहाँ रहेगी. You have to make the proper arrangement for the business machines, for tools, and for other things which are used in the business activities. Okay, so it's given here that better use of available space, safety and security to the worker, etc. Okay, so you have to decide a good plant layout. You have to make a good arrangement of machine and equipments. Next factor that you have to keep in mind is competent and committed workforce. See, you are having physical facilities, you are having good resources, you are having money, but जब तक आपके पास अच्छे workers नहीं होंगे, a competent and competent workforce is the best assets of any organization. Human resources are known as the best assets of any organization. So to run the business activities very smoothly and properly, you need competent and committed workforce. So you have to arrange the resources, human resources, by seeing their skills and by analyzing their skills, and they should be appointed in various positions and according to their qualities, so they can handle the work very efficiently. Next one is tax planning. Now you have to plan for the taxes. It means minimize the taxes through better planning about the location. See, there are so many things. There are so many policies about taxes, by applying which you can reduce the taxes, or you can find some you can exempt some tax rate or something like that. So you have to plan for that, and you need very good resources for that to plan the tax, or you need very good human resource to plan the taxation policy and about the tax planning and all. So yes, this is one of the important factor, tax planning about the various things. Next one is launching the enterprise. Okay, this is the last factor. After completing all the factors, after seeking all the factors, after seeking all the resources, after acquiring all the resources, all the funds and everything what you need, now you are ready to launch the enterprise. And finally, the entrepreneur launches the business by mobilizing necessary resources, and he can start the production and start other kind of business activities. So guys, this is all about the first chapter. Thank you very much. We'll see in next. We will meet in next chapters. So you can see here there are 10 factors that you have to that you have to keep in mind while starting a business. Thank you very much.